team. So how has his manager for Sweden reacted then to his return?
He's a character, Thomas, and I really like him. I think he's relishing being in charge of this group of players with Sweden. He's relishing the fact that all the attention is on Sweden this international break because of the presence of Alexander Isak. Of course, he knows what it's like to sign for Newcastle, to play for Newcastle, to leave Newcastle. He knows what it's like to be a top Premier League forward. So I think the two have a lot in common. They've clearly got a good relationship. He was beaming all over his face at training, was Isak. The first time he's actually trained with teammates all summer for 3 months, let alone played, and he will be playing some part in the next 2 games. And Thomason was beaming all over his face as well as he spoke about Isak, spoke about how he's giving his all, spoke about how Liverpool hadn't even been in touch to talk about how to use him, but promising, of course, that he won't abuse the privilege of having the big new Liverpool name in his squad over the next couple of weeks.
I saw him smile. Have you seen his face? He's smiling. He's so happy to be here. He's so happy to play for Sverige. So I think that tells a lot about he really like being in a group. Normally when you do a pre-season, you play plenty of games, you have plenty of trainings. That's not the case. So is he able to play 90 minutes? Of course not. Are we going to do stupid things with Alex? No, we are not going to do any stupid things with him. So we have a plan, but he's smiling and he's happy to be here. No instruction, we always have. We have a very good connection with different clubs. So I spoke with the manager, our doctor have spoken with the doctor. Physical Ben has spoken with the physical partner for Liverpool. A normal communication which we have with each club, quite normal, isn't it? No, I'm pleased that the boy is happy and that he's here. First of all, for me, it doesn't matter where a player is playing. It's important that he plays well and that he's happy, and he's extremely happy.
I have a view about the way he went about securing his move. There's lots of talk about player power these days.
I think we should be very careful to draw too fast and too quick conclusion. We don't know the whole picture. I don't know the whole picture. I don't think you will know it. So we need to be very careful, and I think people will be there.
Gary, what about his teammates? We heard from Viktor Gyökeres yesterday on this, and you mentioned that increased media scrutiny. So how is the squad coping with that?
Well, Gabriel Gudmundsson, who signed for Leeds in the summer, the latest now Premier League player to be a part of this squad. There's a long list of top players now who play in the Premier League, who play also for Sweden. Obviously Isak, obviously Gyökeres, obviously Anthony Elanga, Lucas Bergvall as well, and others. And Gudmundsson has been speaking, of course, about Alexander Isak. He didn't have a lot to say, but he said he's congratulated him for his new move, and talked about playing with him and training with him and facing him as a defender on the training pitch.
I just come say hello and congratulate him to the move, of course.
And obviously you defend against him in training. You see him at first hand on the pitch as well. Just how good is he? How hard is he to defend against?
No, Alex is a top player. He's a great player. Of course, one of the best players in Premier League, if not the world. So pleased to play with him here in the national team.
You kept a clean sheet against Newcastle last time out. Do you think they're going to miss him?
I don't know. I mean, we did really well at Ellen Road. It's a difficult place to come to. So, I mean, it will not only be Newcastle. I think it's going to struggle against us at Ellen Road. So, yeah.
Dejan Kulusevski was a name I didn't mention there because obviously he's out long-term injured after an operation, but he is here. He loves being part of Sweden so much, and he's around the camp, he's helping with training, he's doing what fitness work he can. So yeah, that's really a symbol of just how happy a camp it is and why Isak is looking so happy, apart from the fact, of course, that he did eventually get the move that he wanted.
Right, apologies, we couldn't get Gary's mic there, but we will bring that back to you a bit later. Right now, Mohamed Salah has called out a Liverpool fan account for disrespecting former teammates Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez. Salah defended both players on X in the last hour after a post compared their departures to the arrivals of Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. So this was the post that Salah replied to. The caption reads, Name a bigger upgrade in footballing history. The pictures attached comparing Wirtz and Isak to Diaz and Nunes. So Salah responded with, how about we celebrate the great signings without disrespecting the Premier League champions? Diaz, of course, left for Bayern Munich this summer, while Darwin Núñez completed a move to Al Hilal. And Jamie Carragher liked the post from Salah.
Football isn't just about goals, trophies and transfers. It's about emotions, brotherhood, and the bonds players form behind the scenes. And in the middle of one of the biggest transfer sagas of the summer, Alexander Isak's 125 journalists switch from Newcastle United to Liverpool. Something truly emotional happened that fans never got to see. While supporters at St James Park turned their backs on Isak, furious over his strike and public claims that Newcastle had broken promises to him, the story inside the dressing room was completely different. Dan Burn, currently on England duty, has now revealed the private truth. In the players' WhatsApp group, there was no anger, only love. Before leaving, Isak dropped a heartfelt message in the chat. Thanks for the memories, lads. Simple, emotional, and final. His teammates responded warmly, showing respect to a striker Burn himself calls one of the top 3 in the world right now. Burn admitted it was painful as a Newcastle fan to see Isak go, but as his friend, he understood. Careers are short, players chase dreams. And Alex got the move he wanted, Burn said. The saga lasted 55 days, tore through headlines, and left fans divided. Yet inside the dressing room, it brought the players closer together. Sometimes football isn't just about transfers, it's about goodbyes, respect, and the quiet messages fans never hear.